Welcome to Aging Together, a podcast dedicated to exploring the challenges and opportunities of caring for our aging loved ones. This podcast is a product of Caregiver Consulting and Healthy Solutions, a private consulting practice dedicated to helping you navigate the aging process with ease. Together, we will dive into a wide range of topics, including health and wellness, financial planning, caregiving, and more. This podcast is for everyone, whether you are an older adult looking to age in place, a caregiver seeking support and guidance, a young or middle-aged adult planning for the future, or simply someone interested in learning more about the aging process. I hope you'll join me on this journey. Let's navigate aging together. What's up, everyone? I'm your host, Pooja, and you're listening to Aging Together. May has brought us a month full of topics. In this episode for May, I'm honoring ALS Awareness Month. In today's episode, I'm taking a dive into neurodegenerative disorders, specifically ALS, and aging. Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, is a progressive neurodegenerative disease that affects nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord. ALS damages the motor neurons that control voluntary muscles, causing them to die. As a result, people with ALS may experience muscle weakness, difficulty speaking, swallowing, and breathing. There is currently no cure for ALS. The progression of the disease is usually rapid, and the average life expectancy after diagnosis is 3 to 5 years. However, there are some cases where individuals live longer with the disease. The disease was first described by Jean-Martin Charcot, a French neurologist, in 1869. The term amyotrophic lateral sclerosis was coined by two American neurologists, Pierce Bailey and C.B. Fisher, in 1929. It means hardening of the nerve tissue with muscle wasting in Greek. The disease became known as Lou Gehrig's disease after the famous New York Yankees baseball player Lou Gehrig was diagnosed with ALS in 1939. Gehrig's diagnosis and subsequent retirement from baseball helped to raise public awareness of the disease, and his courage in the face of his illness inspired many. Following that initial public awareness, ALS awareness made a comeback in 2014 when everybody participated in the infamous Ice Bucket Challenge. The Ice Bucket Challenge was a viral social media campaign that raised awareness and funds for ALS research and patient care. The challenge involved participants pouring a bucket of ice water over their heads, sharing a video of the challenge on social media, and nominating others to participate and or donate to the ALS Association. The challenge gained momentum in the summer of 2014 and quickly spread across social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter. The campaign received significant media coverage, with celebrities, politicians, and athletes participating and challenging others to do the same. The ALS Association reported that the campaign raised $115 million in donations in just 6 weeks, compared to $19 million during the same period the previous year. These donations helped to fund research into the causes of ALS and potential treatment options, as well as support for patients and families affected by the disease. The Ice Bucket Challenge also had a significant impact on public awareness of ALS. The ALS Association reported that 67% of Americans were aware of ALS in August of 2014, compared to just 34% in July of that same year. The campaign also helped to dispel myths and raise understanding of the disease, with many participants sharing information about the symptoms, causes, and impact of ALS. According to the ALS Association, approximately 5,000 people are diagnosed with ALS each year in the United States, and an estimated 16,000 Americans are currently living with the disease. ALS is most commonly diagnosed in people between the ages of 40 and 70, and men are slightly more likely than women to develop the disease. Other common neurodegenerative disorders in older adults include Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, and Huntington's disease. Parkinson's disease is a disorder that affects the nerve cells in the brain that control movement. Symptoms include tremors, stiffness, and difficulty with balance and coordination. Alzheimer's disease is a disorder that affects the nerve cells in the brain that are responsible for memory and cognitive function. Symptoms include memory loss, confusion, and difficulty with language and problem solving. And Huntington's disease is a disorder that affects the nerve cells in the brain that are responsible for movement and cognitive function. Symptoms include uncontrolled movements, cognitive decline, and psychiatric problems. There are several factors that can impact older adults with ALS and other neurodegenerative disorders. These factors can include genetics, environmental factors, lifestyle choices, and overall health. Some neurodegenerative disorders, such as Huntington's disease, are caused by genetic mutations that are passed down through families. Some research suggests that lifestyle factors, such as diet and exercise, may play a role in the development and progression of neurodegenerative disorders. And environmentally, exposure to certain toxins and chemicals may increase the risk of developing neurodegenerative disorders. Some studies have suggested that factors such as exercise, diet, and social engagement may help to reduce the risk of developing neurodegenerative disorders. There are many options for care when looking at ALS and other neurodegenerative disorders. Treatment for ALS may include medication, physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. Palliative care, which focuses on providing relief from symptoms and improving quality of life, is also an important aspect of care for people with ALS. Other treatments for neurodegenerative disorders may include medications, surgery, and deep brain stimulation. Medications may be prescribed to manage symptoms and slow the progression of certain diseases, but there are no cures. Physical therapy can help individuals with neurodegenerative disorders maintain strength and mobility. Occupational therapy can help maintain independence and perform activities of daily living. Speech therapy can help maintain the ability to speak and swallow. And palliative care can provide support and comfort to the individuals with the neurodegenerative diseases and their families. Managing physical, mental, and emotional health is important for people who have been diagnosed with ALS or another neurodegenerative disorder. Strategies for managing physical health may include staying active, eating a healthy diet, and getting enough sleep. Mental and emotional health can be supported by maintaining social connections, engaging in enjoyable activities, and seeking professional support as needed. In summary, ALS is a progressive neurodegenerative disease that affects nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord. While there is currently no cure for ALS, there are several options for care that can help to manage symptoms and improve quality of life. Other common neurodegenerative disorders in older adults include Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, and Huntington's disease. Factors such as genetics, environmental factors, lifestyle choices, and overall health can impact the development of these disorders. Strategies for managing physical, mental, and emotional health can be helpful for people who have been diagnosed with ALS or any other neurodegenerative disorder. Tune in next week for a topic on Better Hearing and Speech Month in a Q&A format with a wonderful speech and language pathologist. At Caregiver Consulting and Healthy Solutions, we are dedicated to helping you navigate aging together. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.